I'm the chief estimator for McShane Construction. McShane Construction is a national company with our headquarters in Chicago, and I work out of the Irvine office. He starts relatively early, and this is by choice. I usually get into the office around 6 a.m., and the reason for that is because that gives me a chance to review my tasks for the day, check emails, respond to some, get me set up for what I need to cover through the day. Typical day includes reading blueprints, gathering information, contacting subcontractors, and then doing what we call quantity takeoffs. Quantity takeoffs is when we look at the plans, we determine the quantities of different materials. We start doing estimating for hours, man hours, labor rates, those kind of things. And we apply it to a specific project. And then depending on what phase we are in that project, we'll determine what the tasks are for the day. So it varies throughout every day, it's a little bit different. Me, as a youngster, I knew that I wanted to get into the construction industry. That was something that I wanted to be a builder. I had that at a very young age. All the toys were kind of related to that. And so I knew that that's where I wanted to go. Now, at that time, I didn't know I wanted to be an estimator, but I did know that I wanted to be somewhat in the construction industry. And so from there, I went to a high school that had a construction program, graduated from that program, got my Associate of Science degree in construction technology, went on to college, Cal Poly Pomona, in their construction engineering program. And at that time, I knew that, or I felt the need that I wanted to, I love teaching. And so that's the path that I also went. And I got I have my teaching credential through UCLA. It's in carpentry. In order to get that, you have to work in the field. So a lot of summers working with a general contractor, mainly residential, home remodels. There were a couple of ground ups, but those were rare. But that's where I knew I wanted to do that. So the hands-on experience coupled with the teaching credential is where I wanted to, or where I was going. That's where my path was going. At some point, I decided, hey, you know, I really should go into the industry, maybe put teaching on the side and try that out. And so that's what I did, getting an entry-level college graduate position at a construction firm. From there, I had many options. I could work in the field. I can work as a project manager. I can go on to estimating. I did do a little bit of project management. And after that, I tried estimating. And for me, given the two choices, I chose to go the estimating route. There's pros and cons to both. And for me, estimating seemed to be the way that I wanted to go. And so from there, I just stuck to it. And currently, I'm chief estimator at a national construction firm. During high school, I wasn't a straight A student. In fact, I was a C student. And a lot of that had to deal with not using my full potential and kind of being lazy and procrastinating and all the things that, you know, aren't good, that if you could overcome them, the sooner, the better off you'll be. And I know that even in high school, those obstacles or those challenges bit me later on in life. Through college, it took me longer than normal to complete college. There was a variety of different reasons for that, but part of that was, you know, not being highly motivated, you know, letting distractions come into play. And so that's something that I regret and wish I could, you know, fine tune and adjust. So for you, you know, if you feel that there's something that's an obstacle or a distraction that's in your way for your long-term goal, you may want to address that and try to, remedy that as early as possible. Because let me tell you that as soon as you can figure that part out, the earlier you do that, the better you'll be later on in life and in your career. Extremely important to the building industry because you're dealing with businesses and companies that are there to make a profit. And in order to do so, you need to have the pricing that matches and is in line with that. If you're doing estimating and you're doing proposals and costs, if you don't have enough money in the project, then as a business, you're not going to become profitable. Okay. And if your proposals are too high, too expensive, then the likelihood of getting that project is going to be less. And so you won't have work to do. And so estimating is like the first line for a company, construction company, to get their projects so that they could start making money and become profitable. You as BITA students are very fortunate to be a part of this program. The construction industry is in great need of workers like yourself who are interested in the industry. My advice is that you keep focused and you move forward in your education and learn as much as you possibly can. Remember that any opportunity in this industry is a learning experience. Good or bad, you're going to learn from that experience. And so don't shy away with, well, I don't really want to do that. I mean, if it's an opportunity for you, you can learn from that. And it's true. Maybe at the end of it, you may not want to do that, but at least now you know. And now you can that'll be your direction in your path, in your career path, is that there's some certain things you like, certain things you don't like. The things you like, you can gravitate towards that. So take all these opportunities and run with it, because that will for sure guarantee your success in the industry.